I do have a question before we huddle around the map. Are there any other properties that you'd like to make Terry aware of that he should possibly look into?
I gave him one.
Okay.
You did that.
I know I've received a couple of anonymous requests that people have asked us to please look into some circumstances. And we received one through the council. We got a follow-up request to also look into the early mention for that purpose.
Like the one Steve gave me, needs paint.
And there's broke window upstairs.
The broken window, I think we need to take care of. Our ordinance says paint, but if we start serving paint,
Where do you draw the line?
Yeah.
we're going to have
That's-
to raise the budget for postage. Big time.
That was a conversation that we've actually been speaking about. Maybe that's something we ought to bring before the group is, as far as chipped, popped paint goes, we probably would look for some clearer direction from the committee as far as what would be servable and what wouldn't be servable from that perspective. Because as Terry has mentioned, we could probably serve half the town for paint problems. If you really wanted to get technical with it, nobody wants that.
Been there.
I think it has to be structural. And roof or open windows, I don't think we can hit paint.
We've actually, unless paint is, unless there just simply isn't any paint.
Well, that looks better than chip.
We've actually, we've been somewhat staying away from that issue until we could get a clear explanation on what met the definition.
I actually have some features of property maintenance codes from some communities, and kept this article just for this. Grass and weeds can be a maximum of 10 inches high. Structural components must be in good condition. Holes in roofs, exterior walls and foundations must be repaired. Peeling, flaking, or chipped paint is prohibited. Broken window glass is prohibited. Boards, plywood, or oriented strand board cannot be placed over windows. Deadbolt locks required on doors to apartments and rental houses.
But this is some other.
This is what some of the other communities are beginning to do. And see, I would swear to God there was someplace in the city ordinance about broken windows and stuff.
There is conversation of broken windows.
Yeah, windows.
Paint is the more technical
The issue.
matter. As far as what we want to identify as a nuisance as meeting the qualifications of the code, and are simply just a house that's been sitting maybe an extra year that should have been painted this year.
Well, it's too bad if they would qualify for any of this rehab or, some of your home
Some of the
repair
grant
money.
opportunities.
That, you just target these people and encourage them to use it. I mean, that's what it's there for. How, maybe you need a list of people you need to specifically visit or something about this.
And that's one of the reasons why last meeting we discussed the priority of action. Why our focus had been, we had received 2 or 3 as our direct request as far as we act upon those first. And then we've been attempting to go somewhat in manner of the most egregious violations of the ordinance.
We're pretty much into roof holes.
Yes.
Can we go to Chris with this question of paint and see what they've come up against in the past? Or even the Municipal League of Iowa,
Sure.
and see if they've had any.
What the general practice is with the Iowa
Yes.
cities.
I'll talk to him.
Yeah, right. Because we used to confide in them an awful lot about the problems that we were having here, how to solve them, and what suggestions that they had for us.
I will speak with him and see.
And I guess that's one reason why we belong to the league,
I'll speak
for
with
them
him.
to help us out.
Are you
Good.
on that ClerkNet?
Yes.
Okay. That might be a good place to put that in.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That way we can have a little guidance on what has been done in the past, what you can do and what you can't do.
Nobody, once again, nobody is picking on anyone if they
Oh,
need their
no,
home
no,
painted
no.
and can't afford to.
Absolutely not.
That would look like a good project for a church group or 4-H or somebody like that to help, especially with these older residents. But until we identify these and talk to these people, we don't know. I mean, their gas bills had to just about
Do them in.
hinder them this winter, so, their utility bills. So perhaps there are those out there that need some assistance, so.
I'm talking about that Diamond Vogel. I work with a lady that lives in Galva, and Galva is really using that program this year.
Are they? Well, see, there are programs out there to be used for this. It's just a matter of identifying those in need, so. Okay.
Good.
Anything else? Okay, entertain a motion to adjourn, and we'll take a look at the map.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Meeting adjourned. The meeting is down for June 2nd. I just don't know if I'm going to be here. You guys can have one without me.
We won't.